Hey, we're back. I found Apollo's temple. Find this area and go the furthest to the right. And you see the pathways between the trees. Go 1, 2, past the first spider web, and 3 down here. A temple! Yay! But who could possibly be in a temple full of trees? Yes! It's an awesome dude. That's gonna give me a harp. To play at the Monument of the Sun. Hey, it's Apollo! The god of the sun. And I can summon Pegasus with it. That's awesome. No, Apollo... Yes, he rode a chariot, guided by a Pegasus, to ride the sun each and every morning. Silly, isn't it? Not as silly as Icarus. Not to be confused with Kid Icarus. Actually, yes, to be confused with Kid Icarus a slight bit. Yeah. The true story behind Icarus is... he was granted wings. He went on a quest, and got wings made of wax. And guess what happened? He tried to fly so high, but the sun melted the wings, and he fell. He died. Also, Turbo Button is nice. But that's not the point. And neither is Kid Icarus or other video games. I tried playing Kid Icarus before. It's hard, but it's easy at the same time. I need practice. I also need practice at this game, seriously. I also need to pay attention, because those birds keep on coming. Those ostriches. Or at least I think you can call them ostriches. They're mean, seriously. I need to go back to the place with a lot of thorns. Do you remember where that is? Why, sir, you do. And beat that hydra. Yeah, we got to beat the hydra with minimal health. That's horrible. And so am I. Taking this second path furthest from the right. We get the thorn area, where we have to deal with that again. That is so horrible. And as you know, I burned the wall of brown thorns earlier on. So if you went ahead and skipped ahead, there would have been a wall right here, see? And then I would have burned it. Burned it. Yeah, with my staff. And as I go through here, I remember the slimes. The slimes certainly remember me, I'll tell you that. And unfortunately, this is the only place I can grind to get my health restored. Oh yeah, that's why I had the Staff of Fire. Pardon my pop there. But I can either go in and out of the door, or in and out through here. Screens, if you will. Wait for those slimes to fall, and hit them with Staff of Fire. Remember the arc, though. Arcs a little bit before it falls down. And one moment, I'll do some off-screen grinding. Start. The best way to deal with the slimes, of course, is to run under all 3 of them. Hold in the A button, run back, hold in the A button, and fire away. And deal with them fire. Now there's a chance, of course, they can jump over the fire, so you might not be the luckiest person alive, but I can tell you I'm definitely not. Wait for the bubbles. 2 bubbles, then go across. And then meet horrible Hydra. I know some legends say there's 7 heads, some legends say there's 8. I have to hit him 8 times. So try to get the best angle you can, and hopefully he'll leap out correctly at you. Probably the best way I would figure is assume he's going to take his largest jump. Because he's not stupid. Not that stupid, I should rephrase that. And if he knows he's going to get walloped when he comes right up, he's not going to fall for it. However, if you stand the right distance for his large jump, and he takes the large jump, sometimes when you take a small jump though, you might get him. Like I said, 8 hits. And judging distance is questionable sometimes. And yes, he dives back into the ground, so we can dive back into sea. And start from where he left off. And get me in serious health trouble. Along with serious lawyer problems. But if you're too far, you won't fall for that trick. I might have to beat him off screen. There we go. And the victory is mine. And that leads to a door with the nymph. Sorry about that. And fortunately, she is dressed. And not a nymphomaniac, if you know what I mean. But she is a fairy. The spirit of the forest, if you will. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I heard the nymph was in the cave. This is just the spirit of the forest. I don't care, I got a sword. Oops, sorry about that. And by sword... well, I won a lot of things, but that's not the point. Allow me to equip the sword. Ahem. Okay, so you're not a nymph, but at least I got a sword. Sword being twice as powerful as a staff, as you would figure. But be careful of the bubbles, they return. But fortunately the hydra does not. Good thing too. Because hydras will eventually regrow their heads unless you sever all of them at once. Well, it's time. Yep, to fight that Cyclops, now that we have an actual sword. And unfortunately, this sword does not shoot fire. So we might have to switch back to the staff as needed. I gotta remember which way to go. Just looking. Thorns are painful. I've been pricked by several thorns in my life. Not including ex-girlfriends. Second path from the far left. In this forest. With half a life bar. That sounds like a great idea, Magma. Oh yeah! I still defy gravity, even if I die. Well, that's one way to get my full life back, at least. Give me one moment to get back to Cyclops here. I'll do that in the next video, and show you the proper